Near a great forest, a poor woodcutter and his wife lived with their only child, a little girl of 3. They were so poor they couldn't even afford bread each day. One morning, as the woodcutter worked in the forest, his heart heavy with sorrow, a beautiful woman appeared before him. She wore a crown of shining stars and introduced herself as the Virgin Mary. "You are poor and in need," she said. "Bring your child to me. I will take her, be her mother, and care for her." The woodcutter obeyed, brought his daughter to her, and the Virgin Mary carried the child up into heaven. There, the little girl had a wonderful life. She ate sweet bread, drank sweet milk. Her clothes were made of gold, and she spent her days playing with little angels. When she turned 14, the Virgin Mary called her and said, "Dear child, I am going on a long journey. Take these keys to the 13 doors of the heavenly kingdom. You may unlock 12 of them and see the wonders inside, but the 13th door, for this small key, is forbidden. Do not open it, or you will find only unhappiness." The girl promised to be obedient. After the Virgin Mary left, the girl began to explore the dwellings of heaven. Each day she unlocked a new door. Behind each one sat an apostle surrounded by a brilliant light. She reveled in the splendor, and the little angels who followed her rejoiced with her. Soon only the forbidden door remained. A powerful curiosity grew inside her. She told the angels, "I won't open it all the way and I won't go inside. I just want to unlock it and peek through the crack." But the angels warned her, "Oh no, that would be a sin. The Virgin Mary forbade it and it could bring you great misfortune." The girl fell silent, but the desire in her heart wouldn't be quieted. It gnawed at her, giving her no peace. One day when the angels had all gone out, she thought, "I'm all alone. I could just peek inside, and no one would ever know." She found the key, put it in the lock, and turned it. The door sprang open, and there she saw the Holy Trinity, seated in fire and glory. She stood, mesmerized for a moment. Then she reached out and touched the radiant light with her finger. Instantly her finger turned to solid gold. A wave of fear washed over her. She slammed the door shut and ran away, but her heart pounded in her chest and would not calm down. And the gold on her finger remained, no matter how much she washed or scrubbed it. Not long after, the Virgin Mary returned from her journey. She called the girl to her and asked for the keys back. As the girl handed them over, the Virgin Mary looked into her eyes and asked, "Have you opened the 13th door?" "No," the girl replied. She knew the girl had disobeyed. She asked again, "Are you certain you have not done it?" "No," the girl said a second time. Then the Virgin saw the finger, still golden from touching the heavenly fire. She knew the girl had sinned and asked a third time, "Have you not done it?" "No," the girl insisted for the third time. The Virgin Mary said, "You have not obeyed me and you have also lied. You are no longer worthy to stay in heaven." In that instant, the girl fell into a deep sleep. When she awoke, she was lying on the earth, in the middle of a vast wilderness. She tried to cry out, but no sound came from her mouth. She jumped up to run, but everywhere she turned, thick thorn hedges blocked her path. An old hollow tree became her only home. She crept inside it at night to sleep and took shelter there during storms. It was a miserable existence. She wept whenever she remembered her beautiful life in heaven, playing with the angels. She survived on roots and wild berries, gathering whatever she could reach. In autumn, she collected fallen nuts and leaves to carry into her hollow tree, living on the nuts through the cold winter. When the snow came, she burrowed into the leaves like a small animal to keep from freezing. Her clothes tore and fell away piece by piece until she had none. But as she sat before her tree day after day, her long hair grew and grew, covering her from head to foot like a golden cloak. For years she sat like this, feeling all the sorrow and misery of the world. One day, after the trees had turned green again, the king of the land was hunting in the forest. He chased a deer deep into the thicket that surrounded the girl's clearing. The king dismounted, tore at the shrubs, and cut a path with his sword. When he finally broke through, he saw a breathtakingly beautiful maiden sitting under the tree, her entire body veiled by her long golden hair. He stood still, amazed. "Who are you?" he asked. "Why are you sitting here all alone in this wilderness?" She could not answer. Her mouth would not open. The king continued, "Will you come with me to my castle?" She simply gave a small nod. The king lifted her into his arms, placed her on his horse, and rode home. At the royal castle, he had her dressed in fine clothes and gave her everything she could ever need. Even though she couldn't speak, her beauty and gentle nature were so captivating that he fell deeply in love with her. Before long, he made her his queen. After a year, the queen gave birth to a son. That night, as she lay alone in her bed, the Virgin Mary appeared to her. "Will you confess the truth?" she asked. "Confess that you unlocked the forbidden door. If you do, I will open your mouth and give you back your voice. But if you hold on to your sin and deny it, I will take your newborn child with me." The queen was able to answer, but her heart remained hard. "No," she said, "I did not open the forbidden door." The Virgin Mary took the child from her arms and vanished. The next morning, when the baby was gone, whispers spread through the court that the queen was a monster who had killed her own child. She heard it all but could say nothing to defend herself. The king, however, refused to believe it because he loved her so much. Another year passed, and the queen bore a second son. Once again, the Virgin Mary appeared in the night. "Will you confess that you opened the forbidden door? If you do, I will return your first child and unseal your lips. But if you persist in your sin, I will take this child as well." And again the queen replied, "No, I did not open the forbidden door." The Virgin Mary took the second baby and carried him away to heaven. In the morning, with another child missing, the people declared openly that the queen had devoured it. The king's counselors demanded she be put on trial, but the king's love was so strong that he forbade them from even speaking of it, on pain of death. In the third year, the queen gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. For the third time, the Virgin Mary appeared in the night. "Follow me," she said. She took the queen by the hand and led her up into heaven. There, she showed her the two little sons, who were smiling and playing with a globe of the world. The queen's heart filled with joy seeing them. "Is your heart still not softened?" the Virgin Mary asked. "If you confess that you opened the forbidden door, I will give you back both your sons." But for the third time, the queen answered, "No, I did not open the forbidden door." With that, the Virgin Mary let her fall back to earth, taking the third child with her. When the news of the third missing child spread, all the people cried out, "The queen is a man-eater. She must be condemned." A trial was held. Since she could not speak or defend herself, she was sentenced to be burned at the stake. The wood was piled high. As she was tied to the post and the flames began to lick up around her, the hard ice of her pride finally melted. Her heart was moved with regret. "If only I could confess before I die that I opened the door," she thought. Just then her voice returned and she cried out, "Yes, Mary, I have done it." Instantly rain poured from the heavens, dousing the fire. A brilliant light shone down from above and the Virgin Mary descended. At her side were the two little sons, and in her arms was the newborn daughter. She spoke kindly to the queen. "Whoever repents and confesses their sin shall be forgiven." She gave the queen her 3 children, completely restored her voice, and granted her happiness for the rest of her life. If you liked the fairy tale of Our Lady's Child, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more enchanting stories. Every week there will be a new tale of olden times. Thanks for watching, and we'll see us here at Grimm Reborn. Sweet dreams.